Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Blade and today I'm going to discuss a very controversial topic in regards to DC and the DCEU as a whole, and you probably already know because it's in the title. I'm going to come out and say it, I don't like Ben Affleck's version of Batman very much. Now hear me out before you crucify me in the comments section, just hear me out, okay? I have some valid points. So let's just dive into it. So my main issue arises from the amount of killing in this Batman vs Superman specifically. I grew up watching the cartoons, all of them, like Batman the Animated Series, Beware the Batman, 2004's The Batman, Brave and the Bold, and most of the Justice League shows. All of the characters had versions of Batman in those cartoons had a very, very specific rule, and that's no killing. And while I watched this film, when it came out and more recently, it looks like Batman, it talks like Batman. It's not Batman, in my opinion anyway. He doesn't kill. That's one of his main things as a character, his strong moral code. It doesn't make any sense. And want to talk about one scene in particular that I have the most issue with. Now, most of the film, Batman kills a lot of people or maims them. So I want to talk about one of them very, very specifically, and that's the warehouse scene. I like the scene as a fight scene, but I decided that I was going to see how many people Batman killed in that thing specifically. I was being very generous with what I define killing. So, in total, he killed 8 people in there. And there is a lot of other things questionable whether they lived or died. So, he killed 3 people with the Batwing's Gatling guns at the very start before he even entered the building. We got 2 people with a grenade that he kicked into a very small room. They all died. And he certainly didn't blow 2 people up with a gun. Now, arguments can be made about all the other versions of Batman, Bale, Pattinson, and you may have a very valid opinion on Bale's, but with Robert Pattinson's version of Batman, I can tell you for a fact that no bodies were dropped in any of his fights. Arguments can be made in the comment section below that in the final fight of Robert Pattinson's movie, he killed all those people that are very top in the rafters, right? If you look very closely, and I'll put some stuff up on screen right now, he doesn't kill anyone. In fact, he goes out of his way to not kill anyone, directly or indirectly. There's a particular shot where he deflects a bullet with his gauntlet, and it hits his head, and knocks him off completely. That sort of stuff. I think you can make a Batman movie where he doesn't just straight up murder people. I know Keaton did it, and I'm pretty sure, Val Kilmer did it too. 90% sure George Clooney killed people as well, but I think The Batman is a great movie where Batman doesn't kill anyone, but it still looks kind of cool. So I'm going to get off the topic of The Batman now, but that's just my main dislike for the character of Ben Affleck's version in Batman vs Superman specifically. Now, my next thought kind of leans into the first thought about it, the no killing rule, and in tandem, the no guns rule. Now, I know this version of Batman is an old, cynical man that's been in Gotham for 20 years, but there's another key thing with Batman as a character. He doesn't like guns. Yes, he knows how to use them, and that's canon in the comics. He knows how to use them. He's trained in them. He doesn't like using guns out in the field. He's got a no killing rule, which is very close to the no guns rule. And the warehouse scene, again, the fight with Doomsday and the nightmare dream sequence things, it's just something, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't hate any interpretation, it's just, it doesn't sit right with me. The whole guns thing, it doesn't, no. The reason for Batman killing isn't exactly like the greatest. It's not really explained particularly well, nor is it like a valid response. The fact that Robin died and it kind of just made Batman more angrier and turned to killing people is just, it's a lazy writing choice, really. Like, I don't, no hate to the writers or Snyder, but I think it's just completely lazy that once, I'm guessing, Jason or Tim died, that Batman would just turn into a stone cold murderer. And I do not believe for a second that Alfred would be okay with that at all as well. His excuse is 20 years in Gotham and turns good men evil or something like that. It's so fucking stupid. But, like, there's plenty of other versions of the character that's been in Gotham for 20 plus years. The Arkham Batman, Gotham Knights Batman. Like, and even the original Batman like Dark Knight Returns version has been active and he still didn't kill people. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's a contradiction to himself, really, because he was inspired by the Dark Knight Returns version of Batman. But it's like yeah. I think it's just a bit of lazy writing, in my opinion. But they're my opinions. So, yeah, there's my list. 3 points, and that's it. Now, to put some good into this, I do think that Batman does get some decent character development in both versions of the Justice League movies, but honestly, I still believe there's work to be done, and if he does return in the future, I know he's back in The Flash, Aquaman, and a couple other things, but I think if they, like, really make his character go further than just resetting everything, I think it'll be good, and it'll probably win me back over, but for now, it's just, I don't hate Affleck or Snyder or anyone involved in the project. I need to make that clear so no one kills me in the comments section. But yeah, it's not for me. So yeah, thank you very much for watching if you stuck around for this long and heard my ramblings. If you want me to review the entire Snyder trilogy, 20 likes, I can do it. I'll watch all like the director cut version so I have the full picture. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.